There once was a boy named Theseus. He was scrawny and the most egregious at fighting other kids in treason, which is probably the main reason he took advice from a talking seagull and beat up all the village kids. The next day, the seagull said he going up to the great Athens. But first, to prove his worthiness, he had to pull a sword from a stone. This proved to all the village men that he'd one day take the throne. This journey wasn't remarkably long, but it could go extremely wrong. From all the stories I've heard of killers, the village men investigated the pillars of Athens. But not Theseus. He wanted to prove he was strong enough to take care of the city, for he was a king's son and he needed no pity. His journey had just begun.
Now he had to pass through the road to Athens, which was full of giants, bandits, and assassins. First of all, there was Cornetes, who carried an enormous club, which was made of brass, and he was dressed like a bear cub. Theseus tricked Cornetes into handing it over, then he smashed his head like a little gopher. Next was Skyron, sitting on a rock, wielding his huge battle axe, who would push you over a cliff to be his turtle's next snack. He asked Theseus to wash his feet, and if he didn't, he would become mincemeat. Theseus grabbed his ankle and was ready for his kick, and threw him down the cliff with a flick. He then met Pediocamptes, who was Skyron's brother, launching people with pine trees one after another. But Theseus was different. He could anchor to the ground. When the giant released his grip, Theseus stayed bound. Theseus sent the tree right at his chin, knocking him out, then ripped him in half using rope like a Cub Scout. Lastly was Procrustes, the innkeeper, who kept skulls like he was the Grim Reaper. He asked Theseus to lay on his bed, stretch him apart till he was dead, but Theseus threw him over his shoulder and chopped off his legs and head.
14 young men and women set a sail. They were full of despair because they knew they would not prevail, for they were headed to a place called Crete, which is very far, where they'd have to meet the dreaded Minotaur. But Theseus wanted to fight this beast, so he told his group they would not come back deceased. Theseus taught them how to fight until they became as good as nice. Theseus planned to meet Minos, the son of Zeus and king of Crete. Ardenae, who was starting to get the feels, told Theseus she had a special thread on her reel that would help her through the labyrinth to the middle of a garden hyacinth. Once inside the hedge maze, Theseus and his team saw how large it really was with just one gaze. Ardenae brought Theseus to the Minotaur. By killing this beast, he knew Athens would never again be its prisoner. He attacked the beast using his speed and intelligence to his advantage. Ripping the thorn off the Minotaur's head, Theseus managed. As the bull charged, Theseus cut the Minotaur's throat like a knife, ending the mutated being's life. On the way back to Athens, Theseus forgot to raise a white sail. King Aegeus thought it had been a fail, so he took a dive. Theseus became king and helped Athens thrive.